Hey there, everybody. It's Heather Nichols here, joining you from my beautiful Mexico home, my favorite office, my palapa. I wanted to do today a little bit of a follow-up from Monday's video, where I talk about respite, rest, and relaxation with the body, and the gift of that, and including your body in everything that you create, your body as your business partner. This is a class that I'm going to be doing a lot more of, and have a few scheduled in the next few months, depending on when you see this, but it'll be on the schedule more and more. Because to me, our bodies are an absolutely amazing resource for what we can create. And Monday's video, we talked about the space of like respite and rest and relaxation and unwinding that our bodies require. And what happens creatively when we give our bodies that space? Well, our bodies have an enormous amount of awareness about everything. And creation of business and money occurs in physical reality, right? Like, physical reality is where business exists, money exists. And a lot of us play with energy, which is amazing. And it allows you to be a lot more dynamic and productive in physical reality. And there's also a real, our bodies have so much awareness about this because our bodies are physical, right? Our beings are energetic. They don't have a physicality, but our bodies have obviously physicality, and they also have a consciousness of their own. And we basically, your being is kind of like one aspect of you, and your body is another, and your body is in your being. You're not in your body is in you. Because your being is way bigger, but there's sort of like two aspects of you that work together, that sometimes work together, sometimes not, depending on what we choose. But your body has a consciousness of its own, and it's not the same thing as the consciousness of your being, and it's also not separate from it, but it's unique. And it has its own energies, its own consciousness. And we inhibit what we can know and be and perceive and receive in our bodies and with our bodies based on the points of view that we have. Those are, that's what our mind is. And our being brings those, energies kind of from lifetime to lifetime. And we keep these energies alive, which determine how our body shows up. And it also determines the degree to which we can receive from the consciousness of our bodies. And so when we start to change our points of view and we start to relax our bodies and create more space, like there's an opening to an entirely new creative universe that occurs. And we make available all kinds of awareness and all kinds of information that our bodies have that we have not yet had access to. And your body has tons of awareness and tons of information. So much awareness and so much information. And a lot of times, the way that our body tries to communicate this to us is through pain and injury and illness and all of those things. We'll talk more about that later. But all of that can be a gift if you look at it from that perspective. But as we open to our bodies, we nurture our bodies, we allow them to have the space of respite, rest, and relaxation. Our bodies actually, the space for them for us to have clarity on the awareness of what we can create. It just opens more and more and more dynamically. And so what I've found is that, my body just like shows me so many things about my business. And generally speaking, if I'm contributing to my body being happier, my whole business is going to be happier. And this is a lot of what my podcast on the entrepreneurial biome is about, nurturing the ecosystem of the business body and living. where, we have a lot of these types of conversations in a more expanded format. But what is it that your body does know about creation? What does your body know about your business? What if your body has awareness of things you could create, ways you could create them, spaces that you could be with creation, even like who you could hire, what you could be asking for, what systems you could put in place. I mean, our bodies know like so many things. And when we can't access that information and that awareness unless we have some communion with our bodies and some listening to our bodies and our bodies being resourced. And so when you provide the space of respite, rest, and relaxation for your body, you give it the gift of nurturing. You give it the gift of beauty. You give it the gift of energies that are a contribution to it. Then it's like it can communicate so much more with such a greater elegance and efficiency. Think about a relationship. Like if you have a relationship where there's been like wonky energies or things that kind of like get in the way, and if you clear that up, as soon as you clear it up, there's so much more communication that can occur because there's not as much noise in the system. And when we give our bodies the gift of this space, we actually clear out the noise in the system so that the receiving, it's like you get onto like the high-speed internet, you go from dial-up to high speed, and the high-speed internet is like smooth, fast, efficient, elegant, and that's what our bodies have the capacity to be with us if we are willing to slow down enough to listen. And this is one of the ways in which our bodies can dynamically contribute to creation, to creative possibilities, and to our money flows, the growth of our business. I look at this, and when I started to grow my business a long time ago, I was very stressed out. I was a very stressed out single mom, and I actually needed to handle my parenting world and then the world of my body, and get myself out of stress, so that I could even begin to create my business, and then I could begin. And then, there's more all the time. And like I have had the awareness this week is like, wow, there's an even greater level, a greater layer of release going on neurologically, energetically, that's allowing for even more creation. So it's such an incredible adventure. I'm so fascinated by all of it and so grateful for these conversations. So thank you for being part of it, listening, watching. If this was a contribution to you, please like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things. And maybe I'll see you at a Body as Your Business Partner class sometime soon. Take care, and bye for now.